all areas of a child's development can be stimulated by sensory play. It helps babies and children to develop their fine motor skills, hand-eye coordination, and it also provides opportunities for babies to develop language about what they can feel, see, hear, touch and taste.
Here we have a selection of sensory activities you can do with your baby at home. So to start with, paint is a really easy one that can be done with babies and older children. With babies, a nice activity is to paint their hands or their feet. As you do this, you can talk to them and give them the language. Oh, is that cold? Does that feel wet? Oh, it's okay, don't worry. And as you encourage them to put their hand down on the paper to make the mark, you can talk about the paint squelching through their fingers and again about it feeling cold and wet. You can also, if your baby is sat in a high chair, you can pour some onto a piece of paper on the high chair tray and allow babies to run their fingers through the paint and mark make, which links into early signs of reading and writing. Another activity you can do at home is simple with lots of feathers. You can use the feathers to tickle baby across the face and across their arms and their bodies down their legs and to their toes. That will allow baby to connect with all ends of their body. You can also play simple games such as peekaboo, hold the feathers up to your face and blow them back to baby. Another simple sensory activity to do at home with your child is to use corn flour. Mix this corn flour up with water and it becomes, we have an example here, and it goes into quite a hard consistency. Sit baby down in front of you and pick the corn flour up out of the tray and dangle it over baby's hand. Again, talking to them as you are doing it, explaining that it feels wet and it feels cold and is it slimy, and giving them the language. Lots of repetition. Babies will eventually start to hold their hands out to catch the corn flour that's dropping into their hands and they will start to engage with the game that you are playing. So here we have an example of a sensory trait that we could make at home with our child. So find any mats that you have, any different types of material. We've got a selection of sparkly foils or some wrapping paper, anything that you could find at home. Add into it some of your child's favourite toys. So it may be that they like some building blocks or some balls or even some simple farm animals. With this, sit baby next to the tray, encourage baby to touch, role model, so encourage baby to touch by showing them how to touch, talk about what you can see. Oh, look, I can see the shiny fabric. Oh, and can you feel the mat? Does it feel soft? And also by adding in different items such as animals, you can develop your baby's language skills by showing them what noises these animals make. Look, I found a cow. What does the cow say? Moo. Every experience a baby has develops the brain connections.
Here we have some other ideas that you can use in sensory play with your baby. We have some ribbons tied up onto a hoop here. You can just pull the ribbons between the baby's fingers like this and let them feel that run through, and also dangle it over the toes or the tummies. Just let them feel the ribbons on their body. Bubbles are a great way of playing with your baby, blowing the bubbles. They will track them and follow them with their eyes, and it also is an opportunity to bring through some language. Pop, pop. We have different balls here. This one feels very tickly to the skin, so when babies grasping hold of this, it will tickle their hands. This one has got prickles and has a spiky feel to it. Again, easy for them to grasp and hold on to, but will give them a different texture to feel. Mirrors are a lovely way of playing with your baby. They love to look at their own face and they love to see reflections in the mirror as well. I've also put some peppermint scent onto this scarf here. So when you wave it over the baby, they will get that sense of smell as well from the peppermint scent.
The home is the single most significant environmental factor in enabling children to develop the trust, attitude and skills that will help them to learn and engage positively with the world, a process that starts at birth, if not before.